Hello and welcome everybody. Today I want to talk a bit more about, financial freedom, health, relationships, and all that good stuff. All right, so taking money for example. All right, if you see somebody else with extreme wealth having lots of money, is that okay with you? Or if you woke up tomorrow and you had all the money in the world, nobody else had any of the money, you got it fair and square, you made it fair and square, but you had all the money in the world, is that okay with you? I mean, is it okay with your conscience, or the way God or the universe or whatever you believe would feel about it? This is the question. This I just felt a big shift right here. I really, this is, because if you really think about it, we are everything. So if you woke up tomorrow and had all the money in the world, that's totally fine, because we're all here having our own experience. If other people want to experience, poverty or whatever, that's fine. We're all here on this planet under God's promise, which is yes and amen to everybody. So we're experiencing what we want to be experiencing. Now, we've been on a blueprint up until the time we were aware of the fact that we could start controlling and guiding our conscience. That's one of the biggest hiccups. So if you see somebody else with money and you get mad, that makes money think it doesn't want to come to you, because you'll get mad if it comes to you. It's all one energy. See what I'm saying? So if you love it whether somebody else got it or you love it whether you got it, it's all the same energy wise. But when you also look at money is non-discriminatory. I mean, just look, there's tall people got money, short people got money, rich people, or not rich people, like ugly people got money, pretty people got money. Everybody's got, so it's non-discriminatory. So, we change it with our I am statement. I am wealthy. And we live by that notion. So, I watched an interview one time with a heavyweight champion boxer, and they asked him how much of boxing is mental and how much is physical. And he said over 90% is mental, because if you even have a chance, that you might win or lose the fight, then you're already knocked out. So in other words, his philosophy in his mind, he was like, well, I'm going to go knock this fool out and then go eat dinner. This falls back to the wealth, to the relationships, everything. Can you hold the I am wealthy long enough and believe it before the money hits the bank account? In other words, before you go in the ring, do you know you're worth millions of dollars? Because that's the key right there. Before you get married, do you know in your heart that you're already loved? That's the key, to know ahead of time. I love y'all. We'll see you on the next one.